Alright folk, here's my Red Sea Max 130, not day, just a standard 130. A few mods in there I'm going to take you through. First one you can see is Ecotech Radion. Right on there, got a nice deal on that from Redhead Aquatics in Windsor. Down here in the Chamber of Death, a couple of replacement pumps. I've got a Aqua 1 400 litre thing I got from my Aquanano 40, and an Eheim 1000 that I used to use on there as well. And that's the feedback from my Refugium. 200 watt heater in there, digital readout. Come across, that's my Tunze Overflow unit. I'm not going to take it out, it's just got a U-bend in there. It's pretty cool and quiet as well. That comes down the back, so here's a sponge to stop it rattling. Goes down this tube, it makes a bit of noise. I need to put an extra bend in there just to stop it making the drip noise, but it's not too bad once the TV's on. Got a custom DIY lid. Got this from Aquatics. There's a few of these around. Just cut to size, put the mesh on. It's really nice. Stops the fish jumping out. I've had a few deaths with the fish. So into here. Oh yeah, well before I go down, I've got a Jebao WP10. It's currently on the wave mode, full power. On the shortest wave burst, which I think is best. As you see, we kind of got this motion. So that's that WP10 there. At the back, Hydro Coralia 900. Another one over here, and a rotating deflector, which it's not running at the moment. I think it's stuck. So yeah, there's the basic scape. Change the substrate to some black. Live stuff looks pretty cool. Really helps the corals and the rocks pop. I'm going to come around this side. There's a rose bubble tip. It's not focusing very well. And a red gorgonia. There's a Bangai. He went back to the LFS. So he wasn't too well, but he recovered really well. Down there, it's kind of like a tunnel around the back of the rocks. It used to be full of sand, but my Midas Blenny spent 2 weeks just coming around, ripping it out and snowstorming the whole thing. So I put a lot of rocks down there to stop it doing that. It's a little bumblebee snail that I got today. And you'll probably see this little bad boy, African Flameback. He's fantastic. Just bombs around the rocks. A lot of the design of the scape is built around him, because he likes scutting around and diving between all the rocks. There we go, someone's having a little feed on the glass. Focus is terrible because it's on an iPhone. It's coming around this. A few new pieces, some new Euphilia. There's a torch there on the left hand side, still setting in. On the right, I've had for a while, it's not looking too great, but again it's setting because there's been a few changes. A couple of hammers, there's a blue, there's a green. Let's have what we can do, we can have a bit better focus on that. It's much better. Remember these as well, let's get a focus on there. There we go, much better. So that little arch there is going to be where I put all my LPS. Cross onto this side, it's going to be like polyps, there's always that kind of thing. Nothing too exciting on there, might get a few funky ones, some red and blue, maybe a few purple. It's my toadstool, love that thing. Down to some nice GSP, want that to grow up the side here, hopefully. And go on to these three little Florida Recordias. I've had them for a few weeks. They're looking a bit worse for wear. Hopefully they'll settle down nicely after the changes to the tank. And just above are two new ones they got from Charterhouse. There's an orange and a purple there. They're going to really look great when they settle down. And this little hidey hole in here, yeah, I've got a few air bubbles knocking around at the moment. There's a Midas Blenny, that's his little hole that comes out. It's a big fish, probably about 4 or 5 inches, maybe a bit too big for this tank really. Bit of character. I forgot down here, this big hairy mushroom thing. Came with the tank when I originally got it. Seems to be indestructible. Around this side, got some red macro algae. I like the look of this stuff, gives a lot of movement to the tank. I want it to go up that side. And there's one of the two Fireshrimps. Yeah, these cool things. And for anyone who's interested, that's a socketing oxidator. Makes a massive difference. Keeps the glass clean, keeps the water clean. Obviously the back of the tank's a bit dead edge. You can see there's a spiny astrius snail there. Yeah, you can see where he's been today. So I do need to clean the back of the tank. Okay, and I'll take you down to the sump. Oh, here we go. Let's just get a shot of the Flameback. He's a cool looking fish. Love that thing. Really busy. I'd say he's the boss of the tank. Even though the Midas Blenny is a bit of a bully. The Angel's the dude. Down to my sump. What it is, it's a reconditioned Aquanano 40. Took out the black partition at the back because it was naff. Not really set it up with any baffles or anything. Just wanted to use it as a refugium because I just want to get some macro algae in here and get some pods going. So I've got the return in there. I've actually done an airline mod to that. So the return pipe was a length of tubing going through that. Keeps it a bit quieter. Through into a 200ml filter salt. Tunze 9002 skimmer, TMC, ATO, and just a little Airliine 600 with a spray bar in there, just keep things going. At the back, can't see, I'll just lift this up a second. There's a Airliine 2000 on full whack that's doing a return. It seems to just be spot on full whack. And there's the stock light from the Aquanano. It's on a reverse lighting schedule, so it just goes off for 6 hours during the day. In here, a bit of live rock rubble, 3 different types of Caulerpa. Going for this rather than Cheeto at the moment, see how it goes. Blackfoot Trocus, I love these guys. They're the most efficient, they can write themselves much better than turbans or turbos. And a Nerite, thought I'd give it a go. In fact, these dead rock are what I gathered on the beach just off Cancun, so we've got a barrier reef there, it's pretty cool. And everyone loves a bristle one, don't they really? It's scary at first, but these are great clean-up crew, so if you see them, don't get rid. It's my advice. And what I'll do is